Release your trauma, release your follow through. It's currently 4:41, bags are loaded. About to get dropped to the airport with my dad. Massive effort from him to take us to Brisbane Airport this early in the morning. Got my shitty microgreens drink, tastes like shit. That's actually not that bad. But boys are off to see the Wizard of Oz, Wizard of NZ. Let's get it. Here we go, it's started the Sweeney Oster dynasty. New Zealand 25k. Let's go. 2 weeks in Tassie after start of the dynasty. Reality of Futures Tour is hitting me hard. Boys stranded at the airport, waiting for a car to accept our verification. Milland T from Christchurch needs to hurry up. We're out in gold now. This is what happens when you get to your destination too late, so you can't hit, and you have one ball. Go get it, Sammy. Come on, mate. Not paying you for nothing. That one. Back to reality. Smells pretty good.
Monday morning. Moon's still up. Heading out on the beach for a little dip. Crack at that. Whatever you're doing with your day, coaching, playing, sitting in the office, same mentality. Appreciation. Monday morning, got a squad, 6:30 start, just gonna get these courts ready. Hey, grab a drink, do what you need to do, we'll get into some points, we've got some decent ribbing now.
It's a new chapter for me. It's been a period of finding my feet and rediscovering purpose through tennis coaching rather than just competing. Mentoring has always kind of came naturally to me, so in a way, coaching is kind of perfect, especially students in their teenage years and early 20s. I think I can just resonate pretty easily there. Nurturing and enriching the lives of young adults through a shared passion of tennis sits pretty comfy with me. If they froth over the sport, then I pretty much froth over being out there with them. And stopping playing professionally, for me, doesn't mean I can't get out there and enjoy a training session when one of my touring mates are home. Just as I'm doing here, enjoying a one-up, one-back groove with one of my closest pals, Ollie Anderson. Fire out, this cowboy hits him clean. It's fun to volley back to those groundies.
Raining today, I'm so stoked on that. Cinder, Callum, how do you better that guy? The drop kick I had. I'm not going to say my address out loud, but anyone that's bought a hat probably know it now. Come around. Friday afternoon, usually in a good mood. The rest are all shitty. Probably 85% of the time in a good mood. Frankie Moser. Making tennis great again. On the post office drop. This has become the reg now. Ready to go. Honest work, brother. Welcome to the palace of peace and progression. So this is my brother's house, backyard, and he lives near my gym. He's got an ice bath, little plug in, so here I am, busy putting my socks on because I couldn't handle it with no socks. Gonna get back in there just for probably 6 to 8 minutes just before coaching. Pretty revved up.
Dana, go for a jump, do a trick. Looks fun.
Here we have Dane Sweeney.
Train the body, train the mind, mate. Fire and roll, Mr. Belly Jones. Get the truth. Get the truth. Not this corporate media shit. 3 things for certain in this life: death, taxes, and Jessie Lane wearing sunscreen when it's overcast as fuck. Death, taxes. Hitting here with Sue. I actually don't know his first name, but I'm gonna stuff it up if I say it now. But he goes by the Terminator in Australia, just because his relentless robotic ball striking hits it very clean, and just an absolute Terminator. You'd think the same if you saw him in action. The conditions in Timaru were very slow. Balls, courts, cold conditions also added to the slow conditions. And the drop shots came in handy. You can see we're using the swing vision to help my filming. It makes it really easy for me. You can see the heat map as well. It's a cool little addition. You can see how quickly the ball goes as well. I think it's the speed's based off. It's measured after the bounce, so it might be a bit slower than usual. But you can see here we're having some pretty sweet rallies when we're wearing a really sick hat. Make Tennis Great Again hat. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's from a good mate. Probably the best hat I've ever worn in my entire life, and supports a good cause. But anyway, you can see here just chipping the ball around, staying really patient. Conditions, really you're not able to get punished too hard as long as you get some decent depth. So good conditions for me, and excited for the week.
This is Arnie, my friend. Thursday afternoon, 1 o'clock, we meet up and play tennis. How was your day?
Alright.
Alright?
Yeah.
What's the plan for your birthday now?
Nothing.
It's your birthday coming up in May. May?
May.
24th?
Yeah.
Good memory, huh?
Yeah. How do you know?
You told me. Are you going to go dinner or party or what?
Probably both.
So we meet up, this beautiful court and play. Over and out. Peace. What's your favourite song at the moment?
Don't know.
You still listen to Messi?
Yep.
I just arrived at my Arvo, sort of one of my private lesson venues. Epic little grass setup. I'm not sure if I filmed it before. So I got this doctor coming. I won't name his name, but his doctor is 72, I think. And I'm going to ask him if I can film, please. I got turned down for one oldie that I do sessions with. It's kind of rough. You'd think by 70 you'll have surpassed any insecurity about other people looking at you. I hope to be there at 70. I hope to care less than I do now. He stands in the middle, he hits side to side, and I just hustle side to side and try and get every ball just nicely back to him. Yeah, it's good fitness. I always try and just make sure my legs are in position, I'm using them properly, not being lazy. Chance for me to get some cardio in and not lose my movement on the court. My hard court shoes, there's no grip, slightly wet thin grass. My job's to not miss, okay? My job is to not miss.
Ridiculous gym for an Airbnb. Squat rack, won't be touching that. We'll be touching those and those. And this. Finding a little bit of stillness in this beautiful backyard of the Airbnb. Getting a little bit of grounding in. I feel like more of a push to make my tennis journey more spiritual. And for me, that means prioritizing using the journey to delve deeper into myself and use it to release myself from the things that hold me down and the things I cling on to. Yeah, I feel like this perspective has been really helping me. up against a great mate of mine, Clinchy. He started off the blocks firing. I knew it was going to be a tough match from the get-go. He's got a world-class backhand. Great athlete, tall fella. Got an absolute rocket. Good kicker on him as well. These courts are really bouncy, and I was finding it pretty difficult on the kicker I was finding it just really hard to get rhythm on it, and I was struggling to get depth, and I felt like he was dictating off that shot a lot. Using the serve volley a bit off it as well. Like this point here, the start of the match was really high level. I was struggling to dictate this match. I was not feeling the ball overly well, and feeling a bit tight, and I just struggled to take the match into my hands, I thought. But Clinchy played really, really well. He made it very tough for me and played a very good match. And sorry that there's no scoreboard in this. I was going to try and make one myself, but it's just too much effort. So I'm going to go without a scoreboard this one, just make it a little bit different for you guys. And thanks to Swing Vision as well. They have an awesome app, and it makes it really easy to put a highlights reel together. That's an unbelievable sliding backhand from Clinchy with an understandable celebration. But yeah, you can see how much shape Clinchy's getting on the ball, and it made it really tough for me to get up in the court. And I found myself moving around a lot and getting dictated. And the bouncy courts, quite slow and bouncy, giving his big swings time to unload, but also making the drop shots quite a useful tool, like that point there. I reckon we're into the second set now. I lost the first set 6-4. That was a delicious drop shot. Finished off nicely there. 6-4. And it was neck and neck in the second set. No one could really get ahead. No breaks to serve. I was just doing my best to just give myself a fighting chance. And attitude was quite good. I competed really, really well. A bit of a blunder there. But I was just disappointed in myself. With my inability to dictate and try and take the match in my own hands and take risk, because when a player's playing really well and they're dictating, that really kind of is the only option, unless you're just hoping that they play bad. And at this level, that's not really going to happen too much. Clinchy's a great player, and he wasn't going to do that today. I needed to force the issue a bit more rather than kind of hope that he would play worse. That's just a really passive and defensive mentality. That's not where I want to be. And I think this is match point actually. 7-6. I thought my shot was going long here, and he puts it over. Too good from Clinchy, and disappointing match, but too good.
Mate, it's a Friday.
Let's go.
Unbelievable spot for lunch. Don't have time to get in the water today, but it just peels here so nicely. It's one of the beauties of not being in Bengaluru, India. It's very good. Wow, look at this.
Wow, look how the nice can be.
I like to go on walks without walking. New me, I actually fold my clothes and pack up. I mean, take things out of the car. I just want to be elongated. The pup residence. Sunday Arvo Blues.
Scum have to line up. Bloody one. Where are we going? Timaru to Burnie. Here we go. Stay on the note. DK's Dane Kelly. DK single stupid. Let's go. Back in Australia, mate. How does it feel? Does it feel sweet as, bro? Yeah, it feels good, back in the homeland. Beach days. Decent place this week, but rooms. We got one less bed that we need. Oh.
Just do it tough this week, boys.
Dylan Alcott.
Oh,
Farmer wants a while. Yeah. Farmer's emotionally unavailable for a while. 3 years.
3 years. Give us 3 years, but that'll be good.
Yeah, another 3. Sam Oster 1 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Flick us your resume. Flick us an email. PDF.
I
Aussie Futures, Aussie Animals. Got a wallaby.
You gonna take him down to the pub for a skewy?
Yeah, tie him up at the back.
Yeah, Ned. Oh,
Quick, get him! Nice little arvo in nature. Back to the home of the ancestors. At least we haven't lost touch of that intelligence of being able to live off the land.
yeah, at least we haven't done that.
Drop some armor back! The day 3 in Burnie. Burnie, where the fuck are we, dude? Fucking hell. Day 3 in Burnie. Coffee and ham, barista Sammy. Oh, we need that. Night before my first round against Cody Pearson. Sleeping with the coach, because that's what players and coaches do.
Sleep together, win together, mate.
Sleep together, win together.
Are we?
Alright, what's the debrief, coach? Just won 6 love, 6-2. Felt like myself out there.
My mate just told me.
Need help. Just watched the Ned Brockman documentary. It's fucking go time, mate. Stencil in the sticks, get chicks. A little bit more anxiety today, because it's quarters, I guess. Really just excited for the challenge and the opportunity to let it happen. It's a good opportunity with more nerves to see if I cling and hold on and go back into the old habitual ways of tensing up and being really tight. I'm thanking the nerves and the anxiety for the opportunity today. Winning is not the goal. Diminishment of clinging is the goal. Alright, up against one of my really good mates, Christian. Played him maybe a month ago in Brisbane. Definitely wasn't a good day for me. It was a great day for him. He beat me 6-2, 6-2, so I was trying to get some revenge on my good mate. The camera angle changed. I was an absolute scary ball. I was actually on break point. You can now see the scoreboard in the top there. The camera angle is just not good. Sam Oster just, I paid him a bit less for that one. Wasn't doing a good job there. But this was a really good match. Unfortunately, the first couple rounds weren't filmed, so this is the first match that you'll see of this week, and this is the quarters. But yeah, this week just super fearless, playing very fearless, and I felt myself for the first time in so long. Really, my forehand was my weapon. I was finding fours, just really letting it go. And it was a completely different match to when I played Christian the first time. Sorry, not the first time ever, because we played in America a few years ago, but yeah, to a month ago. It was a very, very different match. It was just a very clean performance. I was very clear on what I was doing. Served well, hit my forehand really well, and just didn't kind of deviate from the plan even when the scoreboard got a little tight. I stayed really true to myself and true to my game. And Christian's hitting some awesome volleys, played some scary points like this one here. Absolute scary point on break point. Played some awesome points on big points. It was just, I think the slow courts are so good, so conducive for good tennis, and that's an absolutely ridiculous volley to save set point. And unfortunately, double fault for Christian. I get the first set 6-3, and similar story in the second set. Great backhand there from Christian. Christian's super damaging off the serve and forehand. He's got, wow, that's Exhibit A. He's got a very, very good forehand and a great serve, and those paired together makes it a really tough match because it can kind of take the match out of your hands. But I did a really good job for such an aggressive player like Christian to kind of keep the match in my hands and dictate. And I get the win here, 6-3, 6-2 against a quality opponent. So an awesome win. I was absolutely amped for this opportunity. I love playing against the big names, and Koob was one of them. He's put himself inside the top 60, I believe, or just outside possibly, but had the fourth round run at Wimbledon, which didn't count towards his ranking because of the COVID year. So I think that would have put inside the top 45, and I dare say he would have got top 30 if he had a healthy body. He's really struggled with injuries his whole career, and credit to him for always keeping his head down, always believing, and always putting his best foot forward. He's reached the top 100 on, I think, 2 or 3 separate occasions, and that's a tremendous effort when you're starting with, not much ranking after coming back from injury. So in this opportunity, I knew I had to play well to beat him, and in that it forced the aggression out of me. It forced me to play at a high level, because I'm not able to go back into my passive way of playing because that's just not going to be good enough. So there's no option. There's no option for that. When you're playing someone maybe not as good, it's easier to go into that mindset because you might be able to get away with it, you know. So I love the opportunity of playing these big names, and I found a really good zone out there against Coobs. It's really comfortable. He's super solid off both sides. Got a deadly backhand line and can really take time away with it well. But all in all, so I was quite comfortable just rallying. I don't think he served particularly well in the first set, so I was getting a lot of looks. I was actually up a break twice in this first set, and he managed to get the break back twice. There's that deadly backhand down the line, catch me off guard. There's a deadly line backy from me, just return the favour. And that serve, I dare say, was in. But yeah, crunch time, 6-5-30 all, and then we get into the tie break, and I've played a really good tie break, and this point's absolutely scary to take the first set. Deep backy lob there. I did a really good job to stay level-headed when I had those. I think he got gypped on that one too. Level-headed after that, after kind of giving those breaks back in the first set, and Coob started serving a lot better in the second, which built a lot of pressure on me, and that pressure got too much. You can see I'm down to break here now, and yeah, it's when someone's serving really well, and Coobs has a really sneaky first serve. You can hit his spots well, and it's tough to read with the fast ball toss. Yeah, just put a lot more pressure on me. I don't think he necessarily played better off the ground, but his serve just picked up, and we all know the serve's the most important shot. So when that's firing, especially with a player like Coobs, it makes life a lot tougher down the other end. You can see just popping those aces, getting good shape on those, and just really tough to read. No, I'm not really sure where it's gone. Coobs takes the second set, 6-3. But I was just super keen just to compete, and I was loving it. It was the third set, just getting more court time, playing well, feeling the ball really well, hitting some big fours like this point here. Just channeled my inner Kalitos there. And I knew it was an amazing chance to win this match. I was playing really well, making life tough for Coobs. Up a break here, but juice. And there's that deadly four. When he's got a four in the middle of the court, it's usually game over when it's that short and he's got that much time. Bit frustrating that last shot there to give him the break back. And just the experience, Coobs really knuckled down here. He did not let up, didn't let me get any free points. And again, finding that 4, damaging me there. And I just missed that one. Looked kind of went in, but it was definitely wrong, that one. And the pressure just a little bit too much for me. Coobs doing his thing, just finding a way to win. And too good from Jason. Tough loss yesterday, step in the right direction. Gym, swim, Lornie.
That's the definition of success. If you can't feel the racket head wrap around and hit your left scapula, you haven't fucking made it!
Release your trauma, release your follow through. Finished coaching for the week. Some of my students, Jasper, Sam, Lily, Phoenix, some of my best students from the Noosa are playing this tournament here, so I thought we'd get around, cultivate a good vibe, and I'd play it as well and come down and watch some of their matches. It's a lot easier to coach them or to kind of help them be accountable for their attitude and little traits when I can actually see them play a match. So let's get amongst it.
Coming, eh?
Yeah, frothing, man. This has been ridiculous.
When some players stop playing full time, they almost barely pick up a racket again. I've seen it in heaps of cases. For me, it's more of a lifelong thing. Like a surfer coming off touring, but still free surfing every day. Or a musician not playing shows, but still strumming the guitar with friends. With some of my new students starting to play open tournaments, it's really inviting for me to play the events with them. And of course, to be honest, after 2 years of almost exclusively playing doubles, it's friggin' fun to come out and construct points on the singles court. It's also just nice to feel a bit nervous and to dive into that emotion of self-expectation, or I guess maybe projected expectation. It's a new feeling for me being full vet status in a tournament nowadays. Though it's nice to come back to an old scene and try to do my part to make it great again. I don't really enjoy much cardio exercise either, so being out there in the hot Aussie sun with slow hard courts and no ball change gets the heart rate up and the legs twitching nicely. Relatively speaking, it's not a very high level tournament, but shit, I enjoyed the ride of navigating my way through singles matches again. I also think it helps earn respect and understanding from my students if I go about competing in the right way. I can't keep harping on in squads and privates about effort and attitude if I don't set the example myself. I'm keen for more, but for now, time to chill.
Yeah, the boy.
Always nice to get the water.
What does tennis mean to you, Daisy? Fits. Good looking. And highlight of your day? It's out of my head.
Oh, good answer.
Yeehaw!
See the scoreboard in the top right. It's 6-3, 4-3 to Jones. He's up a break. I didn't show the first bit of the match, or first set and a half, because it's just all errors from me, and I want to try and keep the whole episode as short as I can with not leaving out anything important. But the first set and a half was a lot of errors. I was trying to play pretty fast-paced and aggressive, trying to keep that ball rolling and try and play aggressive tennis, but it just wasn't the day for that today. It just was one of those days it just wasn't working. So you can see now I'm playing really slow-paced points, just making a lot of balls. I didn't want to hand over the match to Scott with just a lot of errors, and credit to him, he was playing very, very well, serving very well. He's an incredible ball striker, super smooth strokes, and I feel like the better I hit it, the better he hit it. And as soon as I kind of made this tactical change at a set and a break down, the match really turned on its head. I feel like the less pace I put on it, the less pace he put on it, and then I was able to construct a bit more. Then I found my groove, found my rhythm, and then I was just, it was just all one-way traffic from there. Also, the end of this match, it was cut off, the phone ran out of charge when I was filming, unfortunately, so you only see till 1-love in the third. But I get the second set 6-4. It was a super quick scoreboard shift with the tactical switch, and I was super calm-minded and very present. And although I was playing quite poor in the first set and a half, I didn't let that really dictate how I went about it mentally. And I think with that clear mind came the tactical change that was necessary. So I'm really happy and proud of myself for staying calm, because Jonesy was making life really tough for me. So I did a really good job. But yeah, this is the last point that'll show. I ended up winning maybe 6-3 in the third. But yeah, very, very happy with this mental performance and awesome match.
Just out to brekkie with Dane. I was chick over in the cafe, too tight to ask for a number.
Too asexual to ask for a number.
I don't know which camera to look at.
Up against Cruz here. I was super impressed with his level this match. super impressed. I knew he's a good player. I knew that he wasn't getting all these wild cards just because he's late in sun. I knew he was a good player, and if anyone's skeptical of that, they can watch this match because you can see the future's quite bright for Cruz. Unconventional forehand technique, but it really works. I was getting damaged by it a lot, especially him going off with it. But I started strong here. You can just see the scoreboard on the back right there. It's 6-3 me first set. Played a good first set, but I think similar to my match against Clinchy, when Cruz started playing better, I didn't force the issue enough, and I think I was just comfortable in making balls and hoping that would be enough. And that's a mentality I'm slowly growing out of, and I'm realising that it's just not good enough to do that. There's definitely time and place for it, and you have to read the match. Sometimes it is good enough, but a lot of the time it's not, you know, especially when someone's playing good. And Cruz is young, but bloody hell, he's blasting the ball. You can see this point just really smacking his forey. He's got a great forehand. Yeah, it was a bit of a fiery match. And again, massive forehand. I was feeling a bit tight my second serve because he's really dismantling it. Could have taken a little bit more risk with it, I think, and you can see there, creating a really good angle off his forehand. I think he gets the second set 6-3, I believe. But yeah, it turned into an absolute war. I went down a break in the third and just trying to find my way back. Playing with a lot of nerves. He's quite... Yeah, he was making life really tough for me. And he's got a good serve. He's going to get better and better as he gets older. But I did a good job to stay calm and wait for my chance. I think 2-all in the third here. And it's about this point where I go down a break. Again, you can see he's just smacking that forehand. I needed to go into his forehand with a couple hard seconds to keep him honest, I think, because he was just getting comfortable stepping around. Good hands there from me. Yeah, I needed to take more time away, and these courts were really slow, so I didn't really facilitate that. But regardless, I needed to play a couple of points like this where I'm just forcing issue coming to the net, not letting him just dictate with his forehand. And I think that was the story of the match for too much of it. And too good from Cruz. Really, really good level.
What do you reckon about Sammy not asking for that chick's number yesterday?
Major fail, mate. Major fail. And you know what? It is a disappointment to make shit, mate, and to the boys who have gone before him, like myself. Yeah. Because I'm not saying I'm Thomas Cruz or Bradley Pitt, but I can tell you one thing. I'm no oil painting, but back in the day, when I had a Mullen diamond earring, I would have gone swinging all out, mate. All that. Yeah. So I'm the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And I'm disappointed, Sammy, because leave it out there. Doesn't matter if she's a gummy shark, a mud vulture. It doesn't matter if she's a diamond, mate. Oval, Cuba Petey, mate. Rough it up, polish it. Give it a crack, son. What's wrong with you, mate?
Epic colours.
Fuck up, come on. Good. Left, face. Feeling lonely, it's been lay on it. Once you cuddle, stand on it. I think I've actually showered inside my house twice since December. Like morning session done, coached 3 hours this morning. So over these breaks so much. Got 2 hours. Lunchtime. Finish morning session, finish admin, ready to go pump the gym. Magnesium, why not? Tyrosine. Little smidge of that elongated energy. Creatine, just started taking creatine lately, or everyone takes it seems, to hold water in your muscles. Sip on that for the Arby. Before all that, cup of coffee. Sammy out here grinding, use the legs, mate. Going for everything, play more aggressive. Let's do it. Awesome. Have a good day, school, have a good week. Thank you. Thank you. Noosa Springs just finished up, did the school today, and then Noosa Springs, the girls squad this afternoon, men's squad tonight, and then a make-up private after the cyclone, a bit of rain delay, make-up private with this girl Lily. Really good student, really fun student, really motivated to get better. It's one of those sessions where oblivious to the clock, even though it's that time of day, I was really dialed in on what I needed to do with her. I was implementing some cool drills I'd learned from Des Tyson. I'm trying to get her elbow further away from her body on her backswing of her forehand. So yeah, some fun little technical drills for that session. And yeah, so 8:41, day done. In for a good sleep and then back at it 6:30 tomorrow morning. Okay, it'll be great, mate.